celebrations were carried out outside the tower on Tower Hill, which I've already pointed out to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, following the theme of the rest of my tour, firstly, before I tell you about this area, I'll point out some of the buildings you can see in this local area. To my right, on the Performance Park, you'll see the Bloody Tower. In their exhibitions about Sir Walter Raleigh, the two princes, and also a man named Thomas Overton. Moving round to the right, you've got a very large, black and white, perfectly preserved tudor building, known as the Queen's House. Built at the orders of Henry VIII, the wedding present for his second wife, and the earliest to live there. By the time it's completed, he's only given to the office of the town, that's a very important visit. Henry VIII's fifth wife, Queen Catherine Howard, was kept prisoner by the execution. William Penn, and the second Pennsylvania, is also kept prisoner there. And more recently, in 1941, Rudolf Hess, Adolf Hitler's deputy. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it is the residence of the Countess of the Tower of London and his family. Now, the house with the blue doors you can see either side of the queen. Now, they're the homes of some of my young awarded colleagues. There are 92 inscriptions, medieval graffiti carved into the walls by some of the prisoners. Some of the graffiti in there, ladies and gentlemen, over 500 years old. Moving round to the right again, when it comes to Chapel of St Peter Advincula, I'll be entering there shortly to complete my tour. Moving round to the right again, we come to the very large building you can see there, called the Waterloo Block. Built in 1845 as a barracks for the soldiers garrisoned here at the Tower of London. It itself was built at the site of the Grand Storehouse, which itself was destroyed by fire in 1841. That today, ladies and gentlemen, is the home of the proud George Regalia, the entrance beneath that very large clock. Or shall I interject to say, it starts the queue into that clock. The end of the queue is down the hill. We laid the queue on for those of you from America. I'll be to Disneyland. Get you back. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as you pass through the crown jewels, ladies especially now, do not be holding your rings of jewellery against the windows and comparing it to the crown jewels. Especially your diamonds, the Colonel, the largest cut diamond in the world. I think you're putting your partner under your stress. Although at this stage I will interject to say that crown jewels do not belong to Her Majesty the Queen, they belong to us, the English people, the Australians here today. Welcome home, by the way. Crown jewels also belong to you, unless you decide right because you're members of the Commonwealth. Actually, we do have a saying here at the Tower of London, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever meet a happy English person, generally they're Australian. There's any Canadians here tonight? Excellent, nice to see you. Also, as members of the Commonwealth, the Crown Jewels to you. Any Americans here tonight? Yeah, you should have paid your taxes. We have long memories here at the Tower of London. We have very little else to think about. But moving on with my tour, ladies and gentlemen, as you exit the crown jewels, ladies and gentlemen, look down on them, you will see the original foundation stone laid by the Duke of Wellington in